The year was 1980. Lake Tahoe shimmered under the Nevada sun. Across the state line, a bomb ticked away inside Harvey's resort hotel and casino. It was a powerful device, meticulously crafted. This was no random act of violence. It was a desperate gamble by a man named John Birges Sr. Birges, a Hungarian immigrant, had tasted success as a landscape contractor. But beneath the surface lurked a dangerous obsession gambling. Specifically, high-stakes gambling. The casinos of Lake Tahoe knew him well. They knew his game, and more importantly, they knew his losses. Those losses had driven him deep into debt, a debt he was desperate to erase. Birges's mind, consumed by desperation, hatched a dangerous plan. He wouldn't win back his fortune at the tables. He would extort it. His target, Harvey's casino, a place where he'd squandered thousands. His weapon, a bomb of his own creation, a device so sophisticated it would later be described by experts as a work of art. This was no amateur attempt. This was the work of a man with knowledge, skill, and a chilling disregard for the potential consequences. The bomb was a testament to Birges's meticulous nature. He spent months constructing it, painstakingly assembling its components. Dynamite, hundreds of pounds of it, formed the core of the device. He added layers of metal, creating a formidable casing designed to enhance the explosive force. To ensure the bomb's potency, Birges incorporated a novel switching mechanism. He utilized mercury switches, their delicate balance easily disrupted by any attempt to move the device. This ingenious yet deadly design element was meant to deter any hope of disarming the bomb safely. It was a chilling message to anyone who dared to tamper with his creation. The bomb, a ticking time bomb in the truest sense, was a formidable foe. It was a product of desperation and obsession, a physical manifestation of Birges's descent into madness. The clock was ticking, and the fate of Harvey's casino and everyone inside hung precariously in the balance. On August 26, 1980, a large metal box was wheeled into Harvey's casino. It was disguised as an IBM copy machine, but inside was Birges's deadly creation. Alongside the bomb was a note, a chilling message from the bomber. It laid out his demands, $3 million in cash. The note contained specific instructions for the delivery of the money. It specified the denominations, the time, and the location for the drop. Failure to comply, the note warned, would result in the bomb's detonation. The message was clear. This was not a bluff. Birges was serious, and he was willing to destroy lives to settle his debts. The discovery of the bomb sent shockwaves through Harvey's casino. Panic ensued as guests and employees were hastily evacuated. The casino, once a beacon of entertainment and excitement, was now a crime scene. The stakes were higher than any gambler had ever faced before. This was a matter of life and death. The futile disarming. The FBI, faced with this unprecedented situation, assembled a team of experts. Time was of the essence. Each tick of the clock brought them closer to a potential catastrophe. They analyzed the bomb, marveling at its complexity. They studied the note, searching for clues to the bomber's identity. The FBI devised a plan. They attempted to disarm the bomb, but their efforts were in vain. Birges's intricate design, particularly the mercury switches, rendered their usual techniques useless. The bomb was too sophisticated, too dangerous to disarm conventionally. The pressure mounted as the clock ticked down, the threat of detonation looming over them. Captured by the trail of greed. Despite the failed disarming, the FBI had a glimmer of hope. They had a partial fingerprint lifted from the ransom note. It belonged to John Birges Sr. The investigation intensified, focusing on Birges's movements and associates. They discovered his gambling debts, his knowledge of explosives, and his recent purchases of materials used in bomb making. The net closed in, and on August 29, 1980, just 3 days after the bomb was discovered, Birges was apprehended. His capture was not the result of a dramatic standoff, but rather a trail of greed. He had attempted to use some of the ransom money, leading authorities straight to him. His elaborate plan, driven by desperation and fueled by delusion, had crumbled. And lessons from a casino bombing. The Harvey's casino bombing was a wake-up call for the gambling industry. It exposed the vulnerabilities of casinos to such audacious criminal acts. In the aftermath, security measures were dramatically enhanced. Metal detectors became commonplace, surveillance systems were upgraded, and employee training was revamped to include bomb threat awareness. The bombing also served as a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked gambling addiction. Birges' story, a stark reminder of how desperation can drive individuals to extreme measures, spurred efforts to provide resources and support for problem gamblers. The incident, while tragic, ultimately led to a safer and more secure environment for both casino patrons and the industry as a whole.